All right, let's do an update on the markets. It's been, let's see. Okay. Interesting that this pullback came in quite deep, but seems to be moving upwards. I say seems to be because there is a chance that it could pull back again and try to make another low to this. But what I'm seeing is, okay, this is unlikely to pull back yet. So what I mentioned in yesterday's video seems to be coming along quite accurately. I think Wall Street pulled back, I think deeper than other markets. So this pullback, I'll go into the hourly shortly. But if this were going to pull back, I would have thought it would have come down lower than here. This is quite a shallow pullback, but again within SNR for buyers to take up. And it now seems as though, let me clear this up a bit, as though, oops, what happened? Buyers want to take it up to this level. So they're going in for another swing. Potentially another swing. I don't know just yet. When the buyers cross over, then I can look at this as a pullback and say, yep, that's a pullback. I say that because this might not be the end of the pullback. Meaning, if buyers make an attempt to go past this level and don't actually go past it, what we could end up seeing is sellers taking it down one more time past this level. And when they do that, all of this, let's say they take it down again, down to this level, the pullback from the buyers will be all of this, not just this, which we currently have. That's my thinking on this so far. Let's now have a look at the hourly and see how this is shaping up. Yeah, we need more data. So buyers are coming in, but not quite sure whether they're going to beat this area or not. We could very easily have a pullback to make another low. Let's quickly have a look at other markets. Actually, let's do Wall Street, because Wall Street's still going. Okay, so this move up seems to be being pushed up by this guy, who, when prices were here last time, pushed it up, and as prices have come down now, the same set of buyers have gone ahead and are seeking to buy to try to beat this level. Not quite sure whether they're going to beat it or not. I think as a pullback, this is quite shallow, so I don't know whether buyers are going to go for this level at this point, or whether we're going to see a turnaround. Because this is shallow, I'm inclined. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Yeah, I don't have a read on this just yet. One thing I know is that we have this push up, but I don't want to call this a pullback just yet because it's not deep enough. if we continue to go up, I'll be inclined to say all of this is 1, rather to say we have 1 and 2. That's my dilemma with this. And the reason I say this again is because of the way this came down in a very weak manner. One, it tells me that sellers at this level are not very strong, which kind of makes sense, because if prices are being pushed down here at this level, it's these guys up here that are pushing it, but the person with power is up here. It's this guy. So of course, but sellers aren't going to react from this level in a meaningful way. The attempts they didn't really work out because buyers are taking it. Oops, let me move this out of the way. There we go. Buyers are taking this upwards to this guy. That's the read I have so far. I need more data though to have more conviction around it. I need to see how the buyers respond as prices go to this level. I think they could beat it actually, because there's no point sellers selling from here. If you're a seller, if you're a big boy seller, you don't want to sell from there, you want to sell from there. So you want prices to make another leg up. And in which case, I'll be inclined to call all of this one leg up and just treat this move down as a rest. Just a brief rest as opposed to a retracement on this time frame at least. It's a rest similar to how this move here was a rest. We had prices go up, pause momentarily, and then go up again. This time round they paused for a bit longer, but are going to continue on their way. So as of yet, on this time frame anyway, we really haven't had a pullback. Now this is a pullback on the hourly, and if we look at the hourly, you see, even calling this a pullback on this time frame is a bit. I'd prefer. No, I wouldn't call this a pullback. A meaningful one. Yeah, I'll refrain from calling this a pullback just yet, because it's not deep enough, and not enough time has passed to say, yep, this is a pullback. I would have suggested for it to be a pullback, we need either something that's deeper than this, and or something that pulls back over a lengthier piece of time. So if it stays, let's say, let me get rid of this. So let's say this is gearing up for a range, right? And it's going to do this for some time. Then I can say, okay, this leg is over and we're gearing up for a second leg. Even if this doesn't pull back to a lower level, we can say, because of the length of time that this first leg is complete and we're gearing up for a secondary leg, whether this comes down or has an inability to go lower and go straight up. That's the read I have on it so far. I think reading it as such is safer. And all of this, of course, means we're headed for more of the same. You know what? I'm going to move this over to the left-hand side. Yeah, I think that'll be better. This way it doesn't get in the way when I'm trying to scroll. Yeah, that's better. So, yeah, this is continuing its move onwards. So more of the same until we get to around about this level. Now, actually, if from here we start to get a struggle upwards, then we can say all of this, even though it's one push up, is progressively did progressively get weaker, which means this area has a strong chance of turning the markets with this guy. Let me draw that better. With this guy, oops, that's even worse. This guy, my fat thumbs. Well, you get what I mean. Let me see if I can do this like this. Nope, that's not so good. I need a straight arrow, damn it. Okay, so with that guy attempting to send the markets down to beat this level. And once we have all of this complete, we can then assess this move, all of that versus this move, because that is what's building right now from a higher time frame point of view. It's this guy versus let me move this forward just a bit. Okay, so it's this guy versus this guy. What I mean by this is we'll need to reassess this move versus how this move came down, how this move went up versus how this move came down. And so far it's looking as though these guys are stronger than these sellers, but they don't have the power. They don't seem to have the power to go past this guy. Meaning we'll need one more swing down before these buyers attempt to go past the 7200 level, if they can. There's still a big if on that, because from a high time frame point of view, we're still in a seller's market. So if prices are going to turn into buyers, into a buyer's market, we need either the second leg of this move to be stronger, which is unlikely, or we need prices to come down for a new leg up to begin. and that new leg to begin from around about this level. What I mean by that is, let's say this is all one leg up and it gets up to this level. Because of the strength of it, right, we know we're going to have another leg up. So at this level, we're going to have several attempts to break it. Let's say we have something like that, which comes from here as an SNR. They make an attempt to the 7200 level again and are unable to break it. It means this price for buyers are not very appealing, meaning they're going to want prices to come lower for them to buy to beat this level. And all of that means we're going to have another push down, which will coincide with the sellers that are sitting up here wanting prices to come up to them so that they can sell. So once they're in control of this, and the lower they come, the more buyers are going to be interested in this, assuming they're not very interested at this level. And all of that will mean sellers will attempt to break this level, and if they are unable to, because buyers are very likely to respond from this level, it will mean buyers spend in a big way around about this level, because all of those who missed this move up, when prices come down again, they're going to be quick to jump on it this time, which will mean from a higher time frame point of view, this is looking at the daily now, it will mean we have push up and push up, which will equate to this being the first leg up and this being the second leg up. If this move up holds at this level, that's what I'm seeing. We'll need more data, of course, and the more data we have that comes in, the more we can see whether buyers are going to break this area in one shot or whether they're going to fade. Let's see if we can do this better. Fade, rest, have another attempt, and seek to get a better price than this level. So we'll see what happens. Right now I think prices are definitely in a rush to get up to that level. On this time frame is the equivalent of 31,000, the 31,000 level. And on this time frame, on this market, in fact, you can actually say the buyers have reached this level. So this would be an interesting one to pay attention to, this market, because they may be first to move down, because they've already reached this level, the equivalent of where the buyers in FTSE want to get up to, the 7200. They may be these guys, Germany, may be the first to turn and use any one of these as a point where they do turn. And once we see a turn that comes lower than here, I think at that point I'll have more confidence in saying, yeah, this move up, this first leg is now officially over. Right now, I wouldn't say this is over just yet. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. Time wise, we have non-farm payrolls this week. My inclination is that this is going to continue onwards to this level this week, and next week we'll see things turn around. So next week we'll have all of this confirmed as the first leg up once we have this coming, unless it pulls back earlier, but we'll see. All right, I'll leave it there for now. I'll have another video again tomorrow, having a look at the markets and seeing what's likely to happen. Once we have more data, it'll become clearer what the buyers are doing, and what the sellers are seeking to do. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Bye for now.